Keeps control for Thompson. Pass receiving's wide open underneath in the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out, up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Sem for takeoff.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
With KKCQ FM 96.7, also GVT. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sean Bierk. The broadcast call of the East Subsection Championship as the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, the 4 seed in Section 8A East Half play, take on the number 3 seed Red Lake Warriors for a chance to play for a section championship. Thanks for tuning in tonight. My name is Sean Bierk. As mentioned, the broadcast call, thanks to all the sponsors. They make it possible. Please patronize the fine advertisers that you hear and see throughout the broadcast here this evening. Also, thanks to James Cardarelli. He'll be your live event engineer for the broadcast. This is our Hoban's Plumbing and Heating pregame show, along with Main Street Station and Deli of Fertile. Hoban's Plumbing and Heating. When it comes to plumbing and heating, talk to the professionals with Hoban's Plumbing and Heating, 218-983-3611. Proudly serving the Lakes area and beyond for over 30 years. It's Hoban's Plumbing and Heating in Main Street Station and Deli of Fertile. Gas at the pump, C-store items, and of course, delicious hot stuff foods. Stop by Main Street Station and Deli when you're in Fertile. Here in our pregame show, we'll talk to the head coach of the Red Lake Warriors. That's Nolan Desjardins. We'll talk to the head coach of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, John Clark Jr. We'll take a look at our keys to the game. We'll have your starting lineups, and of course, we'll have the opening tap. We're getting you set here. It is going to be a fun ball game for the East Half title. We've already seen the West Half awarded to the Fertile Beltrami Falcons. They defeated the Warren Alberta Oslo Ponies 77-59. We'll take our first timeout. We'll come back. We'll get into our pregame coaches' comments. Pregame shows on the air from the Ralph Engelstad Arena in Thief River Falls. The Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, the Red Lake Warriors. It's on Gold 101.5 KRJM, KKCQ FM 96.7, yourliveevent.com, and GVT. Bank with the area's lending leader, Community Development Bank in Ogama. Open at 8:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. They offer more to serve you, their valued customers. See Robin for all of your financial needs. Boat loans, car loans, four-wheelers, business, home improvement, and vacation home loans. They do it all. Call 218-983-3241 or log on to comdevbank.com. Community Development Bank in Ogama. Member FDIC.
Soon enough, temps are going to drop low, and you'll be turning the heat up high. Protect yourself from surprising heating bills by enrolling in Wild Rice Electric's off-peak heating program. You'll receive hundreds of dollars in rebates on new heating technologies like heat pumps and underfloor heat. Plus, you'll get nearly half off your electric heating rate through the winter months. That adds up fast when the snow starts to fall. Give Wild Rice Electric a call at 800-244-5709 to find out if the off-peak program is a good fit for your home and start saving today.
Gordon Construction of Mahnomen is a Native American-owned business proudly operating on the White Earth Indian Reservation since 1983. As a bonded general contractor, Gordon Construction provides years of experience in large, detailed, and within-budget projects. Gordon Construction is committed to the safety of its employees and the environment of its work sites. To learn more about Gordon Construction of Mahnomen, visit gcmahnomen.com or call 218-935-2191.
Christian Motors is proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer in Fertile. They've got a huge selection of new and used vehicles there on the lot. You can stop by and check the selection or go online to christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. Your new vehicle is waiting for you at Christian Motors in Fertile. They are proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. christianmotors.com, christiancarsonline.com. Stop and see the selection today. Christian Motors of Fertile.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
This is Bruce Visser of Visser Grading. Myself, Becky, and Adam wish the Cougars good luck. My family and Visser Grading thank you for allowing us to be maintaining your roads. Thanks for listening to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated from Visser Grading, a proud sponsor of the area schools. Visser Grading says give it your all in the academics, athletics, and the arts. Being involved in your school and its activities promotes teamwork that will guide you towards success. Visser Grading wishes all students the very best in all of their activities.
Head coach of the Red Lake Warriors, Nolan Desjardins, is joining us before a matchup here in the Section 8A tournament, the East Half title. First off, Coach, congratulations, a great run here thus far. You got the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. You saw them earlier in the season. Tell me some things you remember about that first matchup against Mahnomen-Waubun.
Oh, they played us tough. Both teams came out to run, played a lot of offense. There was hardly any defense played that game. It was like 102-87. It was a back and forth game. It's just fun to be back in Class A tournament rather than a 2A tournament for us.
Coming off of a big win on Saturday, what was kind of the message? What did you tell your kids after that big win?
Just to stay positive, stay locked in, just be level-headed, get ready for the next game, just take everything one game at a time.
How about as far as preparation, a couple days of practice, how was that for your guys?
We came out pretty good in practice. We did a lot of conditioning drills, didn't really stress on our shots, just a lot of cardio, just to prepare for the bigger court. It's way bigger than our gym.
As far as the bus ride over, are kids nervous at all, or are they pretty focused right now?
They were what we call locked in. They were pretty much locked in as soon as we got on the bus till we got off the bus, and now they're re-locking in now that we're in the facility.
All right. Keys tonight, what is your team going to have to do to get this win?
Stop Mr. Clark. It's the bottom line. You stop Clark and worry about the shooters. If we play our game, it should be a fun game for both teams.
Nolan, I appreciate the comments here. Best of luck tonight.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
That is Nolan Desjardins joining us here in our pregame show and our pregame coaches' comments. They're brought to you by Midwest Bank in Waubun. When it comes to checking, savings, loans, and more, talk to the fine folks at Midwest Bank in Waubun. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to have more to come here on our pregame show, brought to you by Hoban's Plumbing and Heating and Main Street Station and Deli. Pregame show continues from the Ralph Engelstad Arena after this on Gold 101.5, KRJM, KKCQ FM 96.7, and YourLiveEvent.com.
No. Yeah.
wanted bandits, outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
For the first time ever, World of Outlaws at Norman County Raceway on Saturday, June 29th.
The Waubun Education Association would like to wish the best of luck to the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbird teams and wish them the best of luck this season. Proud to cheer on and support the Thunderbird students in the classroom and in all extracurricular activities. Your hard work and dedication make them proud to work with you every day as part of the Waubun-Ogama-White Earth School District. Good luck and go Thunderbirds from all the members of the Waubun Education Association. These years are a stepping stone for a bright future at the Waubun-Ogama-White Earth School District. They work hard to make a positive influence on the students from grade school all the way up to high school. Without guidance and leadership, life after high school can be even tougher. Skills and work ethics taught at the Waubun-Ogama-White Earth School District make this process to adulthood easy. Good luck to all the students throughout the school year from the entire staff and administration at the Waubun-Ogama-White Earth School District. Head coach of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, John Clark Jr., joining us before a match against Red Lake in the East Half Championship. Brays, your hands full here with Red Lake. You played them about middle of the season. Tell me some things you remember about that first matchup with the Warriors.
Well, I just remember they put up 100 and some points on us, so obviously a very talented offensive team, and they got a couple kids that can really light it up and shoot it from all over the floor. Luckily we saw some of that the other night where, kids were pulling up from 28, 30 feet and it was no big deal. So we've seen that. We've seen them now. Hopefully we can adjust and settle in on defense a little better and kind of understand what they're trying to do.
Knowing that they are a high-powered, good-shooting basketball team, do you do anything differently defensively coming off a good performance on Saturday?
Well, we're just going to try to play defense like we did the last 12 minutes of our last game, because that was by far the best defense we had played all year. And I'm hoping something clicked because it looked like it did. And yeah, you just got to play defense and make them earn it. I think the key to them is transition. If you can keep them out of transition and getting easy points, make them work, it'll be a little different games. So, we're definitely not going to try to slow it down or be careful or cautious or anything. We're going to let her rip.
What as far as the bus ride over, your kids' mentality right now, how is it?
It's fun. Kids haven't changed. They're saps on the bus. They just they have fun and enjoy each other's company, and coaches just try to tune them out and have our own little conversations. So they're a loose group. They've been loose all year. Nothing is too big for them, and they're just happy to be here and playing another game.
Kind of playing the underdog role here. Is that something that you kind of tell your kids or kind of preach to them?
I don't think so. Underdog means that something special's got to happen for you to win. I think we just got to play our game, and if we play well and we hang around, we can make some plays at the end and come out on top.
Keys to get this one?
Transition defense, rebounding, and turnovers. And that's what it is for us. We have to limit their easy baskets. We have to rebound. They're going to shoot a lot of threes, so there's going to be a lot of long rebounds, and we can't get caught ball watching. And then if we don't turn it over, they don't get out and run as much. So those three things.
Brays, appreciate the comments. We'll talk to you after the game. Good luck.
All right, thank you, Sean.
That is John Clark Jr. He's the head coach of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, joining us here in our pregame show. Our pregame coaches' comments are brought to you by Midwest Bank in Waubun, part of our Hoban's Plumbing and Heating pregame show, along with Main Street Station Deli of Fertile. The Thunderbirds, the number 4 seed in the East Half. They are 11-17 on the season. Red Lake comes in at the number 3 seed. They are 21-7 on the season. The two teams met back in January. It was a 102-85 victory for Red Lake. That was in Mahnomen. We're getting you set here. We're gearing up. It is East Subsection Championship time here at Ralph Engelstad Arena. We're going to take time out. When we come back, we'll have your keys to the game. Keys are brought to you by Foston Chiropractic Clinic, downtown Foston. The keys are on the way next. It's high school basketball tonight on Gold 101.5, KRJM, KKCQ FM 96.7, along with YourLiveEvent.com and Garden Valley Television.
The perfect destination for your next family vacation, it's Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash. Whether you're looking to soak up the summer sun, maybe check out the fall colors, or you enjoy snowmobiling or ice fishing, Pinehurst Resort can do it all. You can check them out online at visitpinehurstmn.com. Make your next reservation for a perfect family vacation at Pinehurst, 218-935-5745. Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash. The Seed Specialist. Talk to Mitch at Select Ag on Highway 59 in Mahnomen, 218-936-4026. Select Ag is a Pioneer seed dealer. They carry corn, sunflower, alfalfa, and they have Extend and Liberty Link brand soybeans, and they deliver. Plus, ask Select Ag about crop protection as well. Select Ag, 218-936-4026. Talk to the Seed Specialist, Select Ag in Mahnomen.
Talk about good luck. You can save over $4,000 when you move into Benedictine Mission Court in Ada this month. Sign a lease and get your third month of rent free, and they'll waive the community fee. Benedictine Mission Court provides 3 meals a day, housekeeping, transportation, social activities, a full kitchen and handicap accessible bathroom, plus indoor access to essential health care and on-site Benedictine therapy services. Call today to schedule a tour, 218-784-5250. Benedictine.
Pre-game show tonight, Hoban's Plumbing and Heating along with Main Street Station and Deli of Fertile, as we'll get to our keys here in just a little bit. But first, we're going to hear some comments here as James Cardarelli had a chance to talk to the head coach of the Fertile Beltrami Falcons, Neil Steffes, after their West Half Championship victory over Warren Alvarado Oslo, 77-59.
Standing here with Neil Steffes, Fertile Beltrami head coach. Coach, you got to be happy with the effort that your team just had in the West Subsection Championship game, the semifinal round. Seemed like every 50-50 ball, your guys were on the floor for them.
Yeah, you know, we talk about in practice winning plays, and those 50-50 balls are winning plays. We just preach it, and sometimes we're not very good at them, but tonight our guys, they were locked in, and you're right, we made all the winning plays. They didn't get many of them, and even when they did get them, they had to fight and scrap for them because our kids were down there and on the ground, and you know, we talk about those all year long, and those are the difference between winning championships and losing them. And tonight we made all the what I call winning plays, and our kids really worked hard. And I'm just so proud of them, and just excited to get the win.
Derek Sorensen made a bunch of winning plays for you. He was knocking down big shot after big shot. You got to be happy for a senior like that to come out in a semifinal game and really was just lights out from the jump.
Yeah, he really was. It was good to see. You know, he struggled so badly the other night. He was really down on himself. And, you know, yesterday in practice, he had a great practice. And, you know, he redeemed himself. And like I told him after the game, that's why you got teammates. They pick you up, and they picked him up on Saturday. And tonight he came out and he picked his teammates up. And, yeah, he was lights out tonight. And, you know, really, like I told the other radio station, our seniors were lights out tonight. Mason Nowaski was phenomenal. Caden was himself, and Cody Updahl, you know, he had to play the last 7 minutes of the first half when Preston got in foul trouble, and we didn't lose a beat. And so, you know, that's what you need, is you need good seniors, and I thought our seniors were phenomenal tonight.
Mason Nowaski, he drew the matchup of Adam McIntyre, and he was getting his hand on the basketball. It was a matchup that I thought he won most of the game. Talk about his defensive effort.
It was unbelievable. McIntyre was really frustrated. He really didn't do much. I don't even know, he might have had 12, 13 points, but, you know, the other night he hit 5 threes. I don't know, he had a couple tonight, and he was frustrated the whole night. Mason got his hands on the ball, got about 4 or 5 steals, and, you know, he was just lights out phenomenal tonight. And just, like I said, so proud of these guys, and, you know, they did their job, and that's what we expect.
On the offensive end, you guys really found out a way how to attack the zone, getting behind the defense time after time. Easy baskets. Got to be proud of the execution down there.
Yeah, you know, we really executed tonight. You know, it really helped with Derek making that, you know, free throw line jumper, and then they started bringing guys up to try to stop that. We just dumped down to Preston and Stolte and Cody, and got easy layups after easy layups, and, you know, they really didn't have an answer for us, and you know, anybody can coach and you make shots, and we made a lot of shots tonight, and, you know, hopefully we can continue that on Friday.
And then lastly, you guys are going to enjoy this one, but you got one more What's that mean?
Yeah, the job's not done. You know, we told the kids we got a season. It's 4-game season, and we got to go 4-0. We're 3-0 right now, and you know what? We'll get to work tomorrow. We'll figure out what to do, and you know, hopefully we play as well on Friday as we did tonight.
Thanks for your time, Coach, and congratulations.
All right, thanks a lot.
That is Neil Steffes. He's the head coach of the Fertile Beltrami Falcons, joining James Cardarelli following their West half title victory over Warren Alvarado Oslo. So the Fertile Beltrami Falcons, they'll play on Friday. They'll take on the winner between Mahnomen-Waubun or Red Lake. That game coming up here in just a couple of moments. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We will have your keys to the game. Hoban's Plumbing and Heating, Main Street Station and Delhi pregame show continues after this on KRJM, KKCQ-FM, YourLiveEvent.com, and Garden Valley Television.
As springtime approaches, and then it'll be summer, and we think of all these items that need to be in storage or just a good place to put them. This is the time to talk to Mark, the shed builder at Ada Building Center LLC, about getting that new shed built. You stop by, visit with Mark about sizes and styles available, and he'll build to your specifications. Or you can choose from several of the basic models and adjust to fit your need. Ada Building Center LLC, Highway 200 East Edge, Ada. Call Mark, the shed builder, 218-784-3661.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Lakes Community Co-op takes pride in providing complete customer satisfaction as they serve their local communities with the necessary products and services for farms, businesses, and individuals. Energy solutions, feed, milk, C-stores, meat market, motel, car wash, HVAC, natural gas. Visit your neighborhood Lakes Community Co-op location for them to meet your needs or learn more at lakescommunitycoop.com.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
Hi, Drew Scott here, and I'm Jonathan Scott, reminding you that life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance. Get just the right protection at just the right price, and save when you bundle home and auto. Kind of like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It'll be just right. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact Jake and Shannon in East Grand Forks at 218-773-3608.
Could you use cash management tools for your farm or business? This is Nick Gordon with American Federal Bank in Ada. Please join our most successful customers in using our financial manager to help provide custom cash management solutions. These include Positive Pay, Merchant Services, Sweeps, ACH, Bill Pay, Wire Transfers, and Remote Deposit. Stop by the bank today or give me a call at 784-7121. American Federal Bank in Ada, member FDIC.
Hoban's Plumbing and Heating, along with Main Street Station and Delia Fertile pregame show. Let's get into our keys of the game. The keys are brought to you by Foston Chiropractic Clinic, downtown Foston. Stop by and see Dr. Gabe. Chiropractic, acupuncture, nutritional supplements, hydromassage, and so much more. Dr. Gabe would love to see you. Stop by his office. He's right at the stoplights in downtown Foston. Keys for the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. I think the Thunderbirds here have to control the tempo. They cannot let Red Lake get out in transition. That is something that Red Lake does very well. In transition, they will run the floor, they will stop, they'll shoot from anywhere, and they will connect from just about anywhere. So the Thunderbirds need to slow down the transition game of the Red Lake Warriors here this evening. Thunderbirds on the offensive side, simple recipe. Get the ball inside, let Carter Clark do what he does. He is very tough inside. you need to get the ball inside and let him score, let him kind of pound on that interior of the Red Lake Warriors on the offensive side. Then you just got to be able to score with the Warriors. I think if you can score with Red Lake, I think you'll put yourself in a good spot. For the Warriors, well, it's just flip the script. You got to get out in transition. You got to make shots. I think something Red Lake has really strived on has been the three-point shot, and they're going to have to hit shots. But on the offensive side as well, you can't live and die by the three. You're going to have to get the ball inside. You're going to have to be able to hit the mid-range jumper here. Defensively, I think the big thing is just be active. You've got to get the hands in the face of the shooters of the Thunderbirds, and then you've got to defend inside. You've got to slow down Carter Clark. If you're going to be in this game, you need to be able to slow down what Carter Clark does on that inside post. Stay out of foul trouble is always a big key. Rebounds are going to be a huge thing here this evening for both teams. You've got to be able to rebound, and you got to hit your free throws. Thunderbirds went 28 of 33 on Saturday in their win against Cass Lake Bena from the free throw line. Free throws, they are key here down the stretch. Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Foston Chiropractic Clinic, downtown Foston. See Dr. Gabe right at the stoplights in Foston. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Your Ziegler Ag Equipment starting lineups are on the way next. Tip-off right around the corner. Thanks for tuning in. It's the East Half Title, Section 8A from the Baby Ralph in Thief River Falls. The Red Lake Warriors, the 3 seed, the 4 seed Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. It's on Gold 101.5 KRJM along with KKCQ FM 96.7, RJBroadcasting.com, YourLiveEvent.com, and Garden Valley Television.
Hey farmers, are you tired of looking at and struggling with those sodic, alkaline, and salty spots in your field? Salt Be Gone is your answer. Our proprietary blend of microbes have the ability to break down the complex salts that are wrecking your soils and make them either bioavailable to the plant or a waste product that can be easily washed from the soils naturally with rain and snowmelt. Your soil will be back to producing with little time or effort. Contact Hudson 701-526-8949. Email hudsonk@farmfungi.com, or for more information, visit the website farmfungi.com.
If you're searching for experienced technicians that are specialized in most makes and models of cars, light-duty trucks, and SUVs, you better call 218-983-3330 for Baker's Truck Repair in Ogama. Baker's quickly provides customized repair and maintenance solutions for your heavy-duty truck while using the industry's latest diagnostic and repair resources along with local parts suppliers. Call them today at 218-983-3330. That's 218-983-3330 for Baker's Truck Repair on Highway 59 in Ogama.
Talk about good luck. You can save over $4,000 when you move into Benedict and Mission Court in Ada this month. Sign a lease and get your third month of rent free, and they'll waive the community fee. Benedict and Mission Court provides 3 meals a day, housekeeping, transportation, social activities, a full kitchen and handicap accessible bathroom, plus indoor access to essential healthcare and on-site Benedictine therapy services. Call today to schedule a tour, 218-784-5250. Benedictine.
The Bennett Hoagland Agency only sells and services crop insurance because each farm operation is different. John, Wayne, and Marissa strive to help you develop a cost-effective insurance plan that fits your needs. Whether it's common crops, specialty crops, livestock, or crop hail, please call or stop at the Bennett Hoagland Agency and fine-tune your risk management plan today. The Bennett Hoagland Agency, Ada and Moorhead, an equal opportunity provider.
Well, let's get into your Ziegler Ag Equipment starting lineups here. Starting lineups again brought to you by Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North in Ada. Fresh trades. Only one remaining, a 2021 Delta 610 36-inch tracks, Power Shift PTO. Call for pricing. A 2017 Willard's 50-foot field cultivator comes with single springs and 4-bar harrow. And don't forget to ask Joey about bulk delivery of AGCO Farm lubricants. Visit the parts department for all your shovels and other parts to get ready for spring field work. Ziegler Equipment, Highway 9 North and Ada, 218-784-2961. Starting tonight for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. For the Thunderbirds, a 5'11 senior, number 1, Darian Chilton. A 5'10 senior, number 2, Mike Weaver. A 6'1 sophomore, number 20, Brody Lutka. a 5'10 senior, number 21, Braden Molina, and a 6'2 senior, number 23, Carter Clark. Thunderbirds are coached by John Clark Jr. Assistant coaches are Eric Steck, Dayton Mackey, Hunter Clark. They wear the white jerseys, the teal and silver trim. Thunderbirds across the front. The Thunderbirds coming to the record of 11-17. They are the number 4 seed in the east half of Section 8A. Now the lineup for the Red Lake Warriors. Starting for the Warriors, a freshman, number 1, Austin Perkins. A senior, number 2, Jack Brown. A senior, number 4, David Dudley Jr. A junior, number 10, Tyrone Bolio Jr. And a senior, number 21, Gerald Kingbird Jr. The Warriors are coached by Nolan Desjardins. Assistant coach are Chris Jourdain, Gerald Kingbird Sr., and Rob McLean Jr. The Warriors wearing their home black jerseys with the red and white trim, red and white numbers and letters. Red Lake across the front. Red Lake is the 3 seed in Section 8A East half play with a record of 21-7. That is your starting lineups tonight, brought to you by Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North in Ada. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sean Bierk, the broadcast call of this second matchup in Section 8A tonight. We've already seen one half of the championship set with Fertile Beltrami victorious over Warren Alvarado Oslo 77-59. So they will move into Friday's 7 o'clock matchup against the winner between either Red Lake or Mahnomen-Waubun. These two teams, the Warriors and the Thunderbirds, did play each other back in January. It was a Red Lake victory in Mahnomen, 102-85. Thanks to all the sponsors. They make it possible. Please patronize the fine advertisers that you hear and see throughout the broadcast. Thanks to James Cardarelli. He is my Your Live event engineer tonight. Turning the camera back and forth like a madman is Mr. James Cardarelli. A nice crowd on hand here. Both teams travel very, very well. Expecting a great basketball game tonight as we get you ready. Again, the winner of this one moves on to Friday's matchup where they will play Fertile Beltrami. Ralph Engelstad Arena tonight, Thief River Falls. And a great venue for some high school basketball. And boy, we have seen some dandies here going all the way back to Saturday, actually going all the way back to the girls tournament, as some great games in that tournament. The boys tournament here has been fantastic. Saturday was an absolute, just a great day of basketball. Now we get you set here. It's the East Half Championship on the line. So the lineup's going through right now. And we'll be ready to go here with the opening tap. Again, thanks for tuning in. High school basketball on Gold 101.5 KRJM, along with KKCQ FM 96.7, YourLiveEvent.com, and GVT. In that first game where the Warriors and the Thunderbirds play, Red Lake hit 18 three-pointers in that game. Jack Brown accounted for 11 of those three-pointers. Brown and Gerald Kingbird Jr. had big games against a big game against Winnemac on Saturday. These two teams, Red Lake defeated Winnemac. Mahnomen-Waubun, they defeated Castley-Bena. Castley-Bena was the number 1 seed. So we're ready to go. Carter Clark will be jumping. He'll be jumping against Tyrone Bolio Jr. Two halves, high school boys basketball tournament time. It's right now. So we are set to go. The officials look it over and the whistle blows. Jump ball. And it'll be controlled by the Red Lake Warriors as they'll start out the basketball game. As they'll skip it across to Bolio Jr. on the right side. He'll dribble into the middle. Tyrone Bolio Jr. swings right side. This is Dudley Jr. Now over to Kingbird Jr. Here's Gerald Kingbird Jr. Mid-range jumper is off the mark. Rebounded by Carter Clark. Clark on the boards. Clark gives it to Chilton. Chilton will bring it back the other way. Darian Chilton on the near side coming down the floor. Here is Chilton handing it off to Molina. Now he'll hand it off to Mike Weaver. Weaver had a big game on Saturday, 17 points. Mid-range jumper up and good for Brody Lutka. Lutka hits the first one and the Thunderbirds lead 2-0. Back the other way. They swing it up top. Bolio Jr., he'll fire a three. That one's going to bounce off the mark, and the rebound Out of bounds, controlled. It'll be Thunderbird basketball. Went off one of the Warriors. Thunderbirds lead 2-0. Early goings in this one. And it'll be Darian Chilton to bring it up the floor from Mahnomen-Waubun. He'll call out the offense. Carter Clark now with the basketball up to Mike Weaver. Weaver, right side, Chilton. Chilton inside to Clark. Clark underneath, missed the easy one, but got his own rebound, and then the putback is actually blocked. Carter Clark got a clean rebound and then had a shot blocked, and here comes Jack Brown. Brown will hand it off to Kingbird Jr. This is a deep downtown three. That one's off the mark. Oh, it rolled around a lot. Now the rebound tipped around, and Darian Chilton comes away with it. Red Lake missing their first 2 shots of the ball game. Thunderbirds lead 2-0. Weaver. Over to the left side to Molina. Molina into the corner. Here's Darian Chilton trying a 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound. Good rebound there by Tyrone Bolio Jr. And here comes Gerald Kingbird Jr. Kingbird up top. He'll swing it left side. This is Jack Brown. Brown working off to his left, continuing down to the baseline in the corner. Now back out comes Jack Brown. Brown to the free throw line, looks underneath. Nice pass, and Perkins couldn't get his shot to fall. Chilton is there for another rebound. And Chilton will come back the other way. 2-0. Thunderbirds leading. 16:02 to play first half. Carter Clark to the left side to Brody Lutka. Lutka giving it back to Clark. Now Clark will go Chilton on the right side. Chilton will survey. Now Lutka, corner, Mike Weaver. Weaver, baseline, tries to drive, bullies his way in, leaves it for Lutka. Lutka, little pull-up jumper is good for Brody Lutka. Thunderbirds lead 4-0. Off to a good start. Mahnomen-Waubun leading 4-0. Red Lake with the basketball. Here comes Jack Brown. Brown to the left side. Brown down to the baseline. He's bumped a little bit and leaves it out. Now they go inside, and Perkins finger roll. Nice look to Austin Perkins for 2. Perkins slash into the basket up the floor. It's 4-2 Thunderbirds. Weaver out to Chilton. Chilton directing traffic out in the front court. It's 4-2. Thunderbirds by a deuce. Here's Darian Chilton to Brody Lutka. Lutka maybe got, or actually it was Chilton maybe got away with a carry. Molina back out to Chilton. Chilton, long distance 3 is good for Darian Chilton. Buries a long 3. 7-2 Thunderbirds. Brown on the return. Here's Jack Brown, not giving him much room to work. Now it's a turnover on Red Lake. Coming away with this Weaver. Weaver bounce pass to Molina. Molina free throw. The layup is good and one. Braden Molina taking it to the house, draws the foul, and he'll get a chance at a 3-point play. The foul, I believe, going against Gerald Kingbird. Sitting out. Kingbird Jr. will commit the foul, and now a timeout. Time on the floor will take it. Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, 14:45 to play. First half, Thunderbirds leading 9-2.
Bitker Inc. thanks all area farms and farm families for your business and for growing the crops to produce the food we enjoy. During this Ag Month, it's important to say thank you, and Bitker Inc. reminds you to order your farm implement and ag equipment tires now. Call Troy the Tire Guy at Bitker Inc. 218-456-7467 to discuss the tires you need, place your orders, and discover additional savings with multiple tire orders for your farm. Bitker Inc. 218-456-7467.
9-2, Thunderbirds leading by 7. And at the line is Braden Molina. A chance at a possible 3-point play to extend this lead out. Braden Molina at the line. Molina's free throw is up, and it's short. And the rebound coming down to Red Lake. They swing it left side to Bolio Jr. They go up top now as they work the ball around here a little bit. A 9-2 Thunderbird lead. Bolio Jr. back to David Dudley Jr. Dudley, top of the key. Now Bolio. Bolio. It's a drive, a stop, and a quick pull-up jumper. Falls in good. Ryan Kingbird, who checked in during the break, gets the bucket. 9-4. Thunderbirds by 5. Chilton across to Lutka. Lutka, he'll pull the trigger. Here's a 3. Brody Lutka buries the 3. 12-4. Now the Warriors almost turning the ball over. They go cross to left side. Dudley out. Here's a 3 by Jack Brown. It's good. Jack Brown firing up a 3. 12-7. Thunderbirds by 5. 13:48 to play first half. Chilton to Weaver. Weaver across to Lutka. Lutka has had a hot hand so far. Now Molina with the basketball. Molina back to Brody Lutka. They go inside to Carter Clark. Clark adjusting the shot, fouled. Carter Clark dribbling inside. There was traffic in there. Tyrone Bolio Jr. is going to commit his first, to be the team's second. End of the line goes Carter Clark. Clark had a huge night on Saturday. Went for 37 points. The senior at the line. First free throw is up and good for Carter Clark. Substitutions, Kobe Weaver, Anthony Thompson coming in, Braden Molina, Brody Lutka sitting down. One more here for Carter Clark. Clark is going to look at it. Clark, next free throw, off the mark, and Tyrone Bolio Jr. Holy cows, was he upstairs for that one. And back the other way comes Red Lake, Kingbird. Across to Bolio, now back to Jack Brown. Brown. Thunderbirds aren't going to give him much room. Now Dudley, now Bolio. Bolio steps in, contact, Brown, long distance three, off the mark. Rebound tipped out to Carter Clark. Clark over to Chilton. Chilton back the other way. Transition 13-7. It's a 6-point lead for the Thunderbirds. Left side, Anthony Thompson. Thompson had a nice game on Saturday. Inside, Kobe Weaver. Weaver squaring up from the free throw line. Here's Kobe Weaver. Kick out. Darian Chilton faked the shot. Takes a mid-range jumper. That one's off the mark. Rebound down to Tyrone Bolio. And a foul going to be called. Darian Chilton going to be called on a foul after the rebound. 13-7, Thunderbirds lead by 6. Jack Brown will bring it up. Brown across half court. They go right side to Bolio. Bolio, now out. Here's Ryan Kingbird. Kick back out. Bolio back to Brown. Brown lost the handle, turned it over, and this is an easy one for Anthony Thompson. Finger roll good. Brown just simply had his pocket picked. It's 15-7. Now an 8-point deficit. Thunderbirds on top. Greatest lead of the night. Here's Kingbird Jr., Gerald Kingbird. Nice look underneath. What a pass. And an easy one there for Dudley Jr. 15-9. Clark across half court. 12:09 to play first half. Hands it off to Weaver. Weaver, kick it out. Kobe Weaver trying a three. That's going to be off the mark. Rebounded by Carter Clark. Had it stripped away. And it was last touched by Clark. The rebound rolled out of bounds. It'll be Red Lake basketball. Substitution. Andrew Roy coming in as Brown sits down. So it'll be Red Lake basketball. 15-9. Thunderbirds leading here with 11:58 to play in the half. Kingbird Jr. up to the right side. So he gets it up to Ryan Kingbird, now left side. Back to Ryan Kingbird, working outside. Kick back to Gerald Kingbird Jr., and Kingbird Jr. had it stripped away. Thunderbirds have extended their defense out, not giving Red Lake any looks from beyond the arc, really. So far, have done a nice job. Inbound goes to Dudley Jr. Dudley Jr. up top. He'll step back. He'll take a three. That one rims out. The rebound coming down to Carter Clark. He's got 4 boards. Chilton coming the other way. Darian Chilton will walk it across. Here's Darian Chilton to Clark. Left side, Anthony Thompson back to Darian Chilton. Chilton has to kick it out to Anthony Thompson. He'll try deep. Three, good for Anthony Thompson in the corner. Thompson buries a three, and now it is 18-9. It's a 9-point ball game underneath. Nice bucket by Kingbird Jr. Gerald Kingbird Jr. 18-11. Thunderbirds by 7. Carter Clark coming up the floor across half court. Here's Carter Clark, top the key. Stops, leaves it right side for Weaver. Mike Weaver looks for the cutter. Now back to Clark. Clark going to try his hand at a three, and he answers right back. Carter Clark for 3, and it's a 10-point Thunderbird lead. Drive by Tyrone Bolio, missed the shot. Rebound down to David Dudley. No, lost the handle. Now another loss. They're going to say Darian Chilton had the bat. It was a loose ball. Chilton came out, but he stepped on the line. It'll be Red Lake basketball. 21-11. Thunderbirds by 10. 10:37 to play in the half. And an offensive foul. Ryan Kingbird, they're going to say gave a little push. So it'll be a turnover. Kingbird coming out. Austin Perkins coming back in. Brody Lutka, Braden Molina back in. Thompson and Weaver sitting down. 21-11, Thunderbirds up by 10. 10:36 to play here in the first half. Carter Clark going to bring it across. Clark, backdoor cut for Brody Lutka, and a foul too, and Lutka's going to the line. Boy, they set it up nice. Lutka off the dribble, just a backdoor cut. Clark, nice pass, and a chance at a three-point play for Brody Lutka. He's got 9 points, and Red Lake's going to take a timeout as they now trail by 12. Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, 10:28 to play. Mahnomen-Waubun leading Red Lake 23-11.
Serving Mahnomen and the surrounding communities for 34 years, it's Pregame Super Value, your hometown grocery store in Mahnomen. Stop by today. Great weekly specials, delicious fresh produce, along with baked goods that are baked fresh daily, and a fully stocked meat department. Great deals, you'll find them at your hometown grocery store, Pregame Super Value. Celebrating 34 years, it's your hometown grocery store, Pregame Super Value in Mahnomen.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask Linforce Insurance Agency in your viewing area if Auto Owners makes sense for you.
Oh, now you do your job.
23-11, the Thunderbirds have come out here and hit some shots. They lead by 12, and now Brody Lutka at the line to extend that lead to 13. So a chance for the Thunderbirds to extend this lead a little bit. And Lutka's free throw is up, and Brody Lutka makes it. It's a 13-point ball game. Thunderbirds leading 24-11. Here comes Gerald Kingbird Jr. Kick it out to Perkins. Perkins, three on the way. Comes up short, no good. And a rebound. Bolio Jr. had it. Now kicks it out to Kingbird Jr. And a three on the way, no good. Another rebound for Brody Lutka. The Warriors shooting cold. Here to begin this, about almost midway through the first half. Here's Carter Clark on the drive. Kick it out to Braden Molina. Molina stops free throw line. Kicks it out to Clark. Clark going to direct traffic now. 24-11, Thunderbirds leading. Carter Clark leaves it for Mike Weaver. Weaver, they dare him to take the three. Takes it. It's off the mark. And the rebound, it's a hustle. And comes down to Kingbird Jr. And he'll push it back in transition. Left side, here's David Dudley Jr. to Bolio. Bolio to Kingbird off the screen. Step back to Bolio. Bolio drives. Bolio, nice move, but missed the shot. Shot it right across. Rebound down to Braden Molina. Molina to Chilton. Chilton going to slow it down once again. 9:22 to play first half at 24-11. Thunderbird lead. Right side, Chilton. Chilton inside to Carter Clark. Clark tied up, has to leave it out for Brody Lutka. Head fake. Lutka, elbow jumper on the way. Is good. Brody Lutka hit the back iron. It stopped dead and drops in. It's 26-11. Here's Kingbird Jr. Gerald Kingbird Jr. to the right side. Jack Brown still on the bench. Now a three on the way. No good. Rebounded by Darian Chilton. Red Lake not buying a bucket. It's a 15-point Thunderbird lead. Chilton leaving it for Molina. Ball is nearly picked away and then picked back up by Mike Weaver. Weaver to Lutka. That one almost taken away. Back to Weaver. Weaver inside look to Carter Clark. Clark one-hander. Got the roll. Carter Clark for two. Now it's 28-11. Thunderbirds on top. Here's a deep three by Gerald Kingbird Jr. and he answers the call. Big three there to stop the bleeding. 28-14. 8:16 to play in the half. Clark across half court. Here's Carter Clark, top of the key. Backdoor cut again, and it's kicked out of bounds by Austin Perkins. Jack Brown going to check back in for Red Lake. And sitting down will be David Dudley Jr. Molina sitting down. Anthony Thompson back into the ball game. Thunderbird basketball. Inbound for Brody Lutka. Catch, release, score for Brody Lutka. Lutka continues to dominate. He's got 14. Right side, Bolio Jr. Bolio Jr. on the drive. Drove in wild, didn't get the shot to fall. The rebound down to Anthony Thompson. And back the other way comes Brody Lutka. It's 30-14. Lutka drives all the way in and missed the shot. Quickly got the ball inside. Back to Carter Clark. Misses. Darian Chilton down to the board. Chilton adjusts the shot. No good. Gerald Kingbird Jr. down to the next rebound. They throw it all the way up ahead to Perkins. Perkins stepped out of bounds. Dangerous pass. They were trying to find Austin Perkins deep. And it went over his head. Substitutions. Perkins sitting down along with Andrew Roy. Checked in is Marcelo White. And also back in is Ryan Kingbird. 30-14 Thunderbirds. Left side. They give it back to Brody Lutka. Lutka, short pull-up jumper. That one's off the mark. And the rebound coming down to Mike Weaver. Weaver gets the loose ball. Weaver shot no good and a foul. Mike Weaver, right place at the right time, finds an rebound. And Tyrone Bolio picks up his second personal. 7:09 to play. Mike Weaver at the line shooting two. First one no good. Substitution, Carter Clark in. Brody Lutka going to sit down. 7:09 first half. 30-14. Thunderbirds by 16. They've led by 17. Next free throw coming for Weaver. Second one up good. Makes one of two. Gerald Kingbird Jr. on the return. Here's Kingbird Jr. Hands it off to Bolio. Now this is Marcelo White. White back over to Bolio Jr. No, that's Jack Brown. Now he'll give it to Bolio Jr. Out to Kingbird. Kingbird Jr., Gerald Kingbird Jr. And we got a foul on the drive. So that will be foul against the Thunderbirds. And the foul will go against, I think they get Anthony Thompson. First personal, inbound goes to Jack Brown. Brown step back three, no good. Rebound by Bolio Jr. on the backside, was all alone, nobody else around. Rebound put back, 31-16. Here comes Mike Weaver. Weaver down the right side. Mike Weaver drives in, dishes to Carter Clark. Nice dish, but missed it and rebounded by Kobe Weaver. Weaver was on the backside, nobody around him. 33-16. Here's Gerald Kingbird Jr. Little mid-range layup, good for Gerald Kingbird Jr. 33-18, 6:18 to play first half. Carter Clark back across half court. Clark, backdoor cut, and again they get Chilton on the backdoor cut. They've done it 3 times, 2 of them effective. 35-18, here's Kingbird. They give it to Bolio. Bolio, the runner, falls in. Tyrone Bolio Jr. for 2. 35-20. 5:54 to play first half. Chilton across half court. Here's Darian Chilton. He'll hold up. Another backdoor cut. This time it's stolen. First turnover on the Thunderbirds, and Gerald Kingbird Jr. is going to push it down the left side to Brown. Brown, baseline, jump shot good for Jack Brown. 35-22. 5:31 to play first half. Clark gets the basketball, and he'll bring it across. Here's Carter Clark. Clark to Weaver, Kobe Weaver. Weaver to Chilton. Chilton out to Carter Clark. Clark on the drive. Clark has his shot blocked, but Darian Chilton picks up the loose ball and scores. Darian Chilton for 2, 37-22. Jack Brown across half court. Brown nearly lost the basketball. Quick hands by Anthony Thompson. Marcelo White to Kingbird Jr. Gerald Kingbird Jr. The runner is good. Kingbird for 2, he's got 9. And a timeout. Timeout, Thunderbirds will take it. Your Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, 4:53 to play. First half, Mahnomen-Waubun leading Red Lake, 37-24.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
(37-24). It's with 4:53 to play here in the first half. A 13-point lead for the Thunderbirds of Mahnomen-Waubun. They've led by 17. Thunderbirds will inbound. There's 4:53 to play in the half. So Darian Chilton working against Marcella White. Little pressure coming up. Clark back to Chilton. Chilton on the right side. Will give it to Mike Weaver. Weaver back up top to Carter Clark. Clark to Chilton. Chilton, he'll stop, pull up a three. That one's off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Tyrone Bolio Jr., his sixth board. Gerald Kingbird Jr. back across to Jack Brown. Brown downtown, three, no good. And a rebound that is flung out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunderbirds. Substitution. Brody Lutka is going to come in for Kobe Weaver. Red Lake will inbound from their own baseline. 4:28 first half. Inbound going to Ryan Kingbird out to Marcelo White, and the pass got behind him, and it's turnover number 5 on Red Lake. And Darian Chilton is on the return. Chilton across to Lutka. Lutka inside look to Carter Clark. Clark position, missed the shot though. Rebounded by Gerald Kingbird Jr. Here comes Kingbird Jr. up the floor. Free throw line, jump shot won't fall. He's fouled. And Gerald Kingbird Jr. will go to the line. Mike Weaver going to pick up the foul. Something that Red Lake does very well is quick transition. They can score on the run. At the line, Gerald Kingbird. First one's good. 10 for Kingbird. Substitutions, Austin Perkins in. Sitting down is Ryan Kingbird. Anthony Thompson sitting down. Braden Molina's back in. One more here for Kingbird Jr. 37-25. The lead is at 12. Second one is up and good. Made them both. 37-26. 4:07 to play. First half. Chilton back to Carter Clark. Marcelo White, a little pressure there. Here's Clark. And nearly had it taken away over to Mike Weaver. Weaver on the drive. Nice take by Mike Weaver, driving down the lane, and an easy layup. 39-26. Kingbird Jr. works back to Jack Brown on the left. Brown will hand it off. Nope. Going to keep the basketball. Here's Brown. Back up top to Marcelo White across. Here's Bolio Jr. He'll shoot the three. That one rimmed in, rimmed out. No good. Rebounded by Brody Lutka. Lutka to Chilton. Chilton will bring it back. 3.5 to play in the half. Marcelo White providing a little defense. Here's Brody Lutka. Lutka in trouble. Skip it across to Chilton. Chilton on the left. Chilton back out to Weaver. Weaver driving. Nice pass down to Carter Clark. Clark underneath. Fouled. Clark, that little fake underneath, getting the defense off their feet. Foul is going against Austin Perkins. That'll be Perkins first. Team sixth. Carter Clark is at the line. Clark 1 of 2 from the line. He's got 6 points here in this half. 39-26. First free throw up. First free throw good for Carter Clark. 40-26. One more here for Carter Clark. Clark to shoot one more. Second free throw. Up. Good. Clark makes them both. 41-26. Back to a 15-point lead. Here's Gerald Kingbird Jr. Kingbird Jr. off the glass, but missed the shot. Rebounded by Carter Clark. A little too hard off the glass. And the pass up to Brody Lutka. Lutka off the glass, too hard. And a rebound. And it'll stay with the Thunderbirds. Substitutions. David Dudley Jr. coming in. Austin Perkins sitting down. Also coming in is Andrew Roy. Sitting down is Tyrone Bolio Jr. Thunderbirds inbound from underneath. 41-26. Thunderbirds leading. Chilton looks to inbound, and they get it into Carter Clark. Clark had it stolen away, but they call a foul. Clark had it knocked away, but they call him on the arm. The foul going against Kingbird Jr. That'll be his second. He's someone you got to keep on the floor. You can't have him in foul trouble. Carter Clark back at the line. He's 3 of 4 from the line. First one in the 1-and-1. Good. One more. 42-26. Back to 16. One more here for Carter Clark. On the 1-and-1, he made the first one. Second free throw up and good. Clark makes them both. 43-26, 17 points. Marcelo White had the pass go through his hands, and Andrew Roy had it knocked out of his hands as he was trying to come out of the corner. It went off his knee, so a turnover on Red Lake. 6th turnover on the Warriors. And a substitution, Tyrone Bolio Jr. coming back in, Marcelo White coming out. 2:47 to play first half, 43-16. And the inbound will go into Mike Weaver. 43-26. Here's Weaver bringing it up the floor. Weaver, bounce pass down to Carter Clark. Missed the layup. Rebounded by Kingbird Jr. over to Andrew Roy. Back out. They skip it across to Bolio Jr. Back to Gerald Kingbird Jr. He'll take a 3. 2 is a 2. Kingbird for 2. Kind of floating to his left. Hits the jumper. 43-28. Lutka on the left across half court. 2:12 to play first half. Back to Weaver. Weaver backing out. He'll give it to Darian Chilton. Now over to Lutka. And an offensive foul on the Thunderbirds. So they're going to call, I think, Carter Clark. So first on Clark and a turnover on the Thunderbirds. 43-28. Here comes Gerald Kingbird Jr. Kingbird Jr. out to Bolio Jr. They go left side to Brown. Brown, deep 3. Good for Jack Brown. And Jack Brown hits a 3. And Jack Brown, 1,000 career points for Jack Brown. A senior for the Red Lake Warriors. Jack Brown hits it. 1,000 career points and cuts that lead to 12 at 43-31. So congratulations to Jack Brown. Great achievement for the senior. So Jack Brown will give the ball to his mom. Now he's going to come up and kind of slows the... He's looking. So Jack Brown will come back in. 1,000 career points, 43-31, 152 to play here in the first half. Thunderbirds by 12. They've led by as many as 17. Full court pressure now by Red Lake. Inbound will go to Mike Weaver, so they pulled that press off. Weaver came up and got the ball. Weaver to the right side. Weaver out to Brody Lutka. Lutka back to Weaver. Weaver lost the dribble, skip across to Brody Lutka. Lutka to Weaver. Weaver top the key 3 on the way. It's no good. Rebound's tipped right back out to Brody Lutka. Lutka on the drive, little floater, no good. Lutka with another rebound, and they reset. Over to Braden Molina. Molina gonna try a 3. That one airballed. Brody Lutka tried to save it and floats into the Red Lake fan section, kid section. Jack Brown coming back in, sitting down as Ryan Kingbird. It'll be Red Lake basketball. 43-31, 119 to play. Here comes Gerald Kingbird Jr. Kingbird Jr. to Dudley Jr. Now to Brown. Brown top of the key. Thunderbirds doing a good job of getting out on the shooters. Now Andrew Roy. Roy, the drive, dishes underneath. Nice pass! And Dudley Jr. was standing underneath and got it. 43-33. Now a 10-point lead. 57 seconds to play. Mike Weaver across half court. Weaver on the right side, near side. Here's Mike Weaver off the screen. Weaver, nice little adjustment, but missed the shot. Rebound down to David Dudley Jr. Red Lake with the basketball to get under 10. Here's Gerald Kingbird Jr. Free throw line, jump shot, good for Kingbird Jr. 43-35. Here comes Red Lake, down by 8. 33 seconds to play. Weaver on the near side. Mike Weaver working out. Shot clock is off. Chilton back to Weaver, trying to get a final shot across to Braden Molina. Molina out to Carter Clark. Clark right side Chilton. 16 seconds. Chilton, Lutka on the corner. Lutka on the baseline all the way through. Here's Braden Molina. Baseline jumper. Good for Braden Molina. Big shot there. 7 seconds. And they get it across with David Dudley Jr. To Jack Brown. Brown, this is a deep three. Won't fall. So we go to the halftime mark. Halftime here at the Ralph Engelstad Arena. Mahnomen-Waubun leading Red Lake 45-35. Your halftime report on the way. We will look at the numbers, talk about the first half. At the half, Mahnomen-Waubun leading Red Lake East Subsection Championship of Section 8A 45-35.
First National Bank Bemidji isn't just a bank. We're believers in a bright future for the community. Our customers are more than names on a screen. They're neighbors, each with their own story. Every day, we help them reach their dreams, confident that what's good for the community is good for us. We always remember where we're from and who we're here for, because at First National Bank Bemidji, we're better together.
Kyle Larson here for Franson Bank and Trust. We are a Farmer Mac approved lender that can offer operating lines of credit, land, equipment, and facility financing. Our lending experts understand the farm economy and climate in and around the Ada area. With a fast underwriting process and local decision making, you can save time on all farming and ag-related inquiries. Contact our Ada office today to learn more. Franson Bank and Trust, real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
At Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, they remain committed to their original mission of providing living environments for seniors that maximize health, independence, and quality of life. Residents can enjoy hobbies, socializing, programs, and more at Halstead Living Center and Heritage House communities. For more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
What does hometown mean to us at Hometown Realty? It means we want our community to grow and succeed. It means we'll do everything we can to make that happen. Whether it's by helping people find the perfect home for them, assisting someone sell a property that they have maybe outgrown or can no longer take care of, or supporting our local businesses, schools, and nonprofits with our time and money. Everything we do is for the good of our community. Our family lives here, we live here, we love it here. We are Hometown.
We are at the half here at Ralph Engelstad Arena in Thief River Falls, and this is our Farmers Union Insurance halftime report. The Joe McCullum Agency with offices in Detroit Lakes and Bijou. You can give them a call at 218-844-5970. Check them out online at joemccullum.agency.com. Well, what a first half it's been as the Thunderbirds defensively have played a great first half of basketball and offensively have hit some nice shots. They built a early lead. They were up by as many as 17 in this first half. But you know with Red Lake that they can fire away, and they did that. They cut the lead down to 8 at one point. Thunderbirds were able to make some free throws and get the lead back up to 10. That's where we sit here at 45-35 here thus far. Taking a look at the numbers, which are brought to you by Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer in Fertile. Check out the lot at Christian Motors. You can see it online at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. here in this first half for Red Lake. They're led by Gerald Kingbird Jr., 15 points, 4 boards. He's 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Jack Brown, who scored his 1,000th career point, has 8 points. He has a triple and two triples and a double. It is Tyrone Bolio Jr., 4 points, 6 boards. David Dudley Jr. with 4 points, 2 boards. Austin Perkins with 2 boards. Ryan Kingbird with 2 points. Red Lake, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, just been to the line once. They have 12 rebounds, fouls, 2 on Tyrone Bolio Jr., 2 on Gerald Kingbird Jr., 1 on Austin Perkins, 1 on Ryan Kingbird. Red Lake's turned the ball over 6 times. Mahnomen-Waubun, they're paced by Brody Lutka with 14 points and 5 boards. Lutka hitting some shots in this first half. Carter Clark, 10 points, 5 boards. He's 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. It is Darian Chilton, 7 points, 4 boards. Mike Weaver, 3 points and a board. Anthony Thompson, 5 points and a board. Braden Molina, 4 points and a board. He's 0 of 1 from the line. And Kobe Weaver with 2 points and a board. Thunderbirds 7 of 10 from the free throw line here in this first half. They have out-rebounded Red Lake 18-12. Fouls, 1 on Darian Chilton, 1 on Mike Weaver, 1 on Anthony Thompson, and 1 on Carter Clark. The impressive number here, the Thunderbirds have turned the ball over just 2 times here in this first half. So an impressive number for the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. It's been a fun first half of basketball, and we've got more to come. Second half right around the corner. We're at the half. Our Farmers Union Insurance, Joe McCullum Agency of Detroit Lakes and Bijou halftime report continues after this. At the half, Mahnomen-Waubun leading Red Lake 45-35.
The Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 21st at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. New exciting genetics, 65 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls, 20 elite registered heifers, and 5 replacement bred heifers. The sale broadcast on DV Auction. Request a catalog today. Email gjrangus@feltontel.net or call 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus and Partners, Rivers Edge Cattle Company, Prairie Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 21st. Visit jacobsonredangus.com. Lakes Community Co-op takes pride in providing complete customer satisfaction as they serve their local communities with the necessary products and services for farms, businesses, and individuals. Energy solutions, feed, milk, C-stores, meat market, motel, car wash, HVAC, natural gas. Visit your neighborhood Lakes Community Co-op location for them to meet your needs or learn more at lakescommunitycoop.com.
Lesmeister Dental is dedicated to providing its patients with the best appropriate dentistry to help them maintain their health, comfort, and beauty for their lifetime. We know every person is different, and we will help you stay healthy and offer the level of care that you desire. With offices in Crookston at 1726 University Avenue or by phone 253-4204 or 281-4323. See or call Lesmeister Dental today.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask Linforce Insurance Agency in your viewing area if auto owners make sense for you.
Oh, now you do your job.
At the Mahnomen School District, their mission is to provide the opportunity for high achievement for all learners, promoting academics, citizenship, and individual self-esteem with an emphasis on 21st century skills. For more information on the Mahnomen School District and what's going on at the school, log on to www.mahnomen.k12.mn.us. Good luck to the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds from the faculty, staff, and students at the Mahnomen School District.
If a stranger walks up to you on the street and asks you for your money, that's called robbery. But when you walk into a bank full of people you don't know, you gladly hand over your entire paycheck. Walk into Midwest Bank, on the other hand, and half the time you can't get to the teller line before bumping into 2 friends and 3 neighbors. And those are just the people who work there. So you can hand your money over to some stranger, or you can go to Midwest Bank, the local bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
I've got a math question for you.
When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Welcome back to Ralph Engelstad Arena. We're getting you set for the second half here. Thanks to Farmers Union Insurance, the Joe McCullum Agency with offices in Detroit Lakes and Bijou, 218-844-5970. Bringing us the halftime report, and Christian Motors bringing us the halftime numbers. On the floor for the Thunderbirds, it'll be Chilton, Mike Weaver, Carter Clark, along with Braden Molina and Brody Lutka. On the floor for the Red Lake Warriors, Jack Brown, Gerald Kingbird Jr., David Dudley Jr., Austin Perkins, and Tyrone Bolio Jr. Thunderbirds basketball to start the second half as Mike Weaver will have it. Thunderbirds will travel from right to left. Chilton inside, nice look down, and a foul and one. Boy, they set that nicely. Brody Lutka breaks free, wheels inside. They find him for an easy one, and now a possible three-point play as Red Lake just never saw him. Fouls on Tyrone Bolio Jr., that's his third. So Lutka at the line. Foul shot up and good for Lutka. It is a 13-point ball game. 48-35. Here comes Kingbird Jr. up to Tyrone Bolio Jr. Back out to Kingbird Jr. They go right side to Jack Brown. Brown, little one-handed runner, is well off the mark, and Braden Molina is right there for the rebound. Molina to Clark. Clark is going to come back. Clark across half court and had his pocket picked by Austin Perkins. Perkins misses kind of missed the dunk, but it bounced up and went back in. So it goes in. Perkins will get the bucket, 48-37. It went off the rim, went straight up, came right back down. Left side, Molina. Back out to Brody Lutka. Lutka traveling to the right side. Now Molina, now Chilton. They go left side, Mike Weaver. Weaver back to Chilton. Chilton left alone. He'll shoot a three. That comes up short, and it's a scrum for the ball, and it's still loose. Then finally picked up by David Dudley. Dudley, right side. Here comes Kingbird Jr. Gerald Kingbird Jr. Kingbird Jr. to the left side. Here's a nice dish, and boy, Dudley Jr. had Austin Perkins coming on the baseline. Instead of taking the shot, he tried to dish, and Perkins wasn't ready. Goes right out of bounds. Turnover on Red Lake. Possessions like that are very costly when you're down by 11. Here's Chilton handing it to Mike Weaver. Weaver to the left side to Molina. Molina out to Clark. They go inside to Brody Lutka, who's cutting baseline. Lutka has it stolen away, turnover Thunderbirds. Gerald Kingbird Jr. on the return. Kingbird Jr. fouled. Kingbird Jr. will go to the line for two. So the foul going on. Brody Lutka. Lutka going to pick up his first. Oh, no, they give it to Mike Weaver, actually. His second. Gerald Kingbird Jr. at the line. Could cut the lead under 10. First one's good. 17 for Kingbird Jr. One more here for Gerald Kingbird Jr. 48-38. It's a 10-point ball game. One more up, and he missed that one. Rebounded by Brody Lutka. Lutka with 6 boards. Lutka, Bolio Jr. will step up on him. Here comes Lutka. Into the middle to Weaver. Weaver calling the offense. They get ready to run. Mike Weaver to the right side to Braden Molina. Molina now inside to Carter Clark. Clark adjusts the shot. Nice job by Carter Clark. 50-38. Here's Gerald Kingbird Jr. Little runner off the glass is good for Gerald Kingbird Jr. 50-40. Chilton up the floor to Weaver. Weaver on the right side going down to the baseline. Almost had it stripped away. Now it's Darian Chilton. Kick out. Mike Weaver going to try a three. That one bounces off. Rebounded by Carter Clark. Clark going to dribble back out and reset. 15.5 to play. 50-40. Thunderbirds leading. Backdoor cut for Chilton. Chilton, the runner, good. And again, they just slashed to the bucket, and Red Lake has no answer on the inside. 52-40. Here's Kingbird. Out to Jack Brown. Back to Kingbird Jr. And a foul going to be called as Kingbird Jr. dribbling through traffic. And the foul is on Braden Molina. Molina picks up his first. 52-40. Thunderbirds by 12. Kingbird Jr. inbound. The inbound going to Jack Brown. Jack Brown pulling the trigger, scoring. Jack Brown mid-range jumper is good. 52-42. Chilton on the return. Down the far sideline. They go underneath. Molina got free. Molina off the glass. Missed the shot, though. Rebounded by David Dudley Jr. And he'll give it to Kingbird. Thunderbirds lead 52-42. Here comes Gerald Kingbird Jr. To Dudley Jr. David Dudley Jr. And again, they try to dish inside, and Perkins, who had position, not ready for it, had to go right through his hands. Substitutions, Molina out, Anthony Thompson in. Perkins out, Ryan Kingbird in. That's twice here in this half that Red Lake had a player in position. Austin Perkins, he wasn't ready for the ball. 52-42, Clark out to Weaver. 14.5 to play. Inside to Carter Clark. Clark, the ball is loose, still loose, still loose, still loose, still loose, still loose. Then picked up by Red Lake. Tyrone Bolio Jr. gets it. Here comes Tyrone Bolio Jr. He'll stop. Leaves it for Kingbird baseline. That one's no good. Rebound. It's a hustle to it. And Brody Lutka pulls it away with it. Lutka down the floor to Mike Weaver on the right side. Here comes Mike Weaver. Weaver dishing around to Anthony Thompson. Thompson's three. No good. Rebounded by Ryan Kingbird. Kingbird to the outlet. Back to the way comes David Dudley Jr. David Dudley Jr. dribbling through. Leaves it out. Here's Tyrone Bolio Jr. Didn't shoot the three. Back to Gerald Kingbird Jr. They go right side to Jack Brown. Brown off the screen. Brown. Baseline. Fall away. Good. Jack Brown on the baseline. He's got 12. 8-point ball game. 52-44. Thunderbirds by 8. Chilton on the return across half court. 13-34 first half. Lutka stops. He's got a mid-ranger. No good, but he got his own rebound, and his shot next one is no good, and the rebound out of bounds. And it'll be Red Lake basketball. Kobe Weaver coming in. Brody Lutka sitting down. 13:25 to play. Thunderbirds lead 52-44. Gerald Kingbird Jr. coming up the floor with it. Kingbird Jr. across half court. Out to David Dudley Jr. Now Jack Brown. Jack Brown fouled on the jump shot. Jack Brown going to the line. Fouls on Kobe Weaver. That'll be Weaver's first, team's third. Jack Brown at the line. First one for Brown is good. Brown hits the first one, 52-45. One more here for Jack Brown. Second one for Brown is good. Jack Brown hit them both, 52-46. Now the lead at 6 points. Clark will bring it up for the Thunderbirds. He'll be picked up by Ryan Kingbird. Clark, nothing on the inside. They work it around. Now Carter Clark on the drive. Fouled and one. Layup good, and he's got another one coming. Fouls on David Dudley Jr. First personal. So to the line goes Carter Clark. Clark at the line, Mustang Seed free throw line, 5 of 6 in that first half. He's got a couple here. Oh, he's got one rather. The and one. Free throw is up and good for Carter Clark. He's got 13. 55-46, back to 9. Here's Tyrone Bolio Jr. for 3. That one's off the mark. Rebounded by Kobe Weaver. He's taken several, has not connected on one yet. They go right side to Mike Weaver. Weaver gives it to Carter Clark. Clark to Chilton on that right side. Darian Chilton off the dribble. Chilton has to adjust the shot. Takes it. Rebounded by Carter Clark, who will bring it back out. Now inside, and Weaver saves the ball. Out to Mike Weaver. Mike Weaver inside. Little hook layup. Good for Mike Weaver. Nice job by Weaver weaving inside. Back to 11. 57-46. And a turnover on Red Lake. Back to the way, Anthony Thompson's got an easy layup for Anthony Thompson. Red Lake didn't even try to get back. 13 points. Here's Gerald Kingbird Jr. Out to Jack Brown. Brown turns it over. Turnover Red Lake. Here comes Anthony Thompson the other way. Thompson the runner, good. Anthony Thompson the runner. And Red Lake's got to take a timeout because it's right back to 15 points. The lead was just at 8 in a 7-0 run by the Thunderbirds. And the Warriors take a timeout. Your Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. Mahnomen-Waubun leading Red Lake 61-46.
Premium Ag Solutions, Hitterdall, Minnesota.
With roots in Hillsboro, North Dakota, RDK Enterprises has been a cornerstone of the agricultural community since 2011. Now, under new ownership, we proudly introduce GSD Precision Ag. Same great team, same dedication to excellence, but with a fresh perspective. At GSD Precision Ag, your partner in progress, same trusted service, now with renewed energy and vision.
Well, a couple of Red Lake turnovers resulting in quick baskets for the Thunderbirds, and what was an 8-point lead is now 15. And now another turnover on Red Lake. Boy, they've turned the ball over 4 consecutive times now. And the Thunderbirds can build on this 15-point lead. Here's Carter Clark and a travel. Just the 6th turnover on the Thunderbirds. And the inbound will go to Gerald Kingbird Jr. Over to Jack Brown. Brown, pull up 3. That's so good. Rebound, and it's fought for, and Mike Weaver was able to pull it away from Tyrone Bolio Jr. And Carter Clark will dribble up across. Here's Carter Clark to the right side. Weaver out to Kobe Weaver. Weaver inside. Anthony Thompson got free but missed the easy one, then got his own rebound and then missed the next one. Next rebound down to Tyrone Bolio Jr. And they try to weave through to Andrew Roy. Ball knocked out of bounds. 11:05 to play, 61-46. Thunderbirds lead by 15. Inbound goes to Bolio Jr. out to Andrew Roy. Roy down to David Dudley Jr. and a foul. So a foul called on Kobe Weaver. That'll be his second.
Thunderbirds. Foul on number 55, Kobe Weaver. That is his second personal fourth team foul.
Team's fourth.
For the Warriors, David Dudley Jr.
David Dudley Jr. at the line. David Dudley Jr. quiet here. He's got 4 points. Misses the front end of the free throws. He's got another one. One more here for David Dudley Jr. Second free throw. That one rattled out. No good. Rebound down to Carter Clark, who's got 8 boards. Clark working against Gerald Kingbird Jr. Over to Weaver. Weaver up the floor to Carter Clark. Clark throws it away. Turnover on the Thunderbirds. Back to the right side. Jack Brown with it. Brown over to Tyrone Bolio. Bolio up, missed the shot. Rebound came down to David Dudley Jr. and a foul called on the board, or after the rebound. I think Kobe Weaver maybe got that one. That'll be Weaver's third. Carter Clark, Anthony Thompson sitting down, Braden Molina, and Brody Lutka into the ball game. Inbound to Andrew Roy. Roy leaves it out for Bolio. Now it's Brown. Jack Brown. Brown to Dudley Jr. Nice pass on the baseline, and David Dudley Jr. for 2. 61-48. And a foul called. Andrew Roy was going for the steal. And there was contact. First on Roy. Inbound to go to Mike Weaver, working against Brown. And he went right around Jack Brown. Here comes Mike Weaver. Weaver out to Brody Lutka. Lutka inside to Molina. Molina turn around, left it short. Rebound by David Dudley Jr. and a foul called as Molina came in trying to steal the ball, and that'll be his second personal. 61-48. Substitution, Carter Clark coming back in. Kobe Weaver will sit down. A far different look to this game. A little lower scoring affair thus far. Here's Jack Brown. Right side to Andrew Roy. Roy will leave it for Kingbird Jr. He'll pop a 3 and 1. Kingbird Jr. hits the 3, and he's got a chance at a 4-point play. So Gerald Kingbird Jr. at the line for a potential 4-point play. The foul went against Braden Molina. That's his third. Just like that, it's back to 10 points. And the free throw wouldn't fall. Rebounded by Brody Lutka. The Warriors just can't get it under 10 very easily here. 61-51, 9:50 to play. Weaver working against Jack Brown. Weaver to the right side, out to Carter Clark. Clark dribbling to the right now to Chilton. Chilton leaves it for Mike Weaver. Weaver drives in, and a foul on the drive. Foul on Andrew Roy. That'll be his second personal. Fourth team foul. I don't think that was a shooting foul, though, was it? No, they were lining up like they're going to shoot free throws. I was like, boy, I think it was just on the floor, but maybe I missed something. Thunderbirds will inbound, and the inbound goes to Carter Clark in 1. Clark up and in for 2 and a possible 3-point play. So the foul there going against David Dudley Jr. picks up his second. Team's fifth. Carter Clark at the line. 15 on the night for Clark. Free throw up and good. Just like that, they build it back to 13. 64-51. Gerald Kingbird Jr. He'll pull up 3 again. That one's no good. Nobody around for a rebound except for Brody Lutka. He's got 11 boards. 64-51. Left side, Lutka. Lutka back to Weaver. Weaver in the front court. Over to Chilton. 9:12 to play. 64-51 Thunderbirds. Inside look to Carter Clark. Clark misses the easy one. Got his own rebound. Put back good for Carter Clark. Clark for 2. 66-51. Here's Jack Brown. Brown off to the left, Andrew Roy. Roy coming back up top, leaves it for Bolio Jr. Now to Gerald Kingbird Jr. Free throw line, leave it for Andrew Roy in the corner. Roy's 3 on the way, it's no good. Got his own rebound though. Another 3, that one's off the mark. Rebound being knocked around, and Braden Molina ended up with it. Molina gets the board. Out to Clark. 66-51. Weaver through to Darian Chilton. Reverse layup. No good. He's fouled. 8:24 to play. And to the line goes Darian Chilton. Foul is on Jack Brown. First personal, team 6th. So Chilton at the line, his first trip to the Mustang Seed free throw line with 8:24 to play. Thunderbirds leading 66-51. First one for Chilton is up and good. 67-51, it's a 16-point lead. Perkins in for Andrew Roy. One more here for Darian Chilton. Next one for Chilton is off the mark. And Bolio Jr. pulling down the board. They go left side to Brown. Jack Brown going to be fouled by Mike Weaver. Weaver with a reach. That'll be Weaver's third. team's 7th, or team's 8th rather, so bonus here. Jack Brown shooting a 1-and-1. So at the line, Jack Brown. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good for Jack Brown. 15 on the night for Jack Brown. He's got one more. 67-52. Second free throw is up and rattles in good. Brown makes both of them. 67-53. Brody Lutka up the floor. 8:10 to play. Lutka right side. Weaver off the screen. Nothing on the pick and roll, and then Brody Lutka has his pocket picked by Gerald Kingbird Jr. and one. They're going to count the bucket. Kingbird Jr., there was a whistle, and Kingbird Jr. went up. I thought the foul was on the floor. And Gerald Kingbird Jr., a chance at a three-point play. Mike Weaver will have his 4th personal. Kingbird Jr. at the line. It's a 12-point game. One for Kingbird Jr. is good. Kingbird Jr. with the free throw. He's got 23. It's 67-56. Brody Lutka across half court. Lutka and a timeout. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it. Your Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. 7:52 to play. Mahnomen-Waubun leads Red Lake 67-56.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Dr. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
67-56, the lead back to 11 now. Thunderbirds leading. They have led the entire ball game. It'll be Thunderbird basketball out of the timeout. Winner of this game moves on to meet Fertile Beltrami for the Section 8A championship on Friday night at 7. So the inbound will go to Mike Weaver, and Weaver will work against David Dudley Jr. They go left side to Chilton. They loft it in for Brody Lutka, too hard, and Lutka missed a shot. Perkins down to the rebound. Austin Perkins weaving to the left side. They leave it for David Dudley Jr. Skip it across to Gerald Kingbird Jr. Step back three, that's going to fall short. And a rebound that comes down to Darian Chilton. Lots of hands on that one. Now Brody Lutka trying to get up the floor to the right side. They give it to Carter Clark. Clark in trouble. Clark over to the right side to Braden Molina. Molina back to Clark, and a foul on Gerald Kingbird Jr. going for a steal. And that'll be his 3rd. Team 7th, so that'll send Carter Clark to the line for a 1-and-1. Substitution, Anthony Thompson coming in. Mike Weaver will sit down. Carter Clark, a 1-and-1. 67-56. Trying to build this lead back up here a little bit. Front end of the 1-and-1, up and good for Carter Clark. 19 now for Clark, actually 21 for Clark. One more here for Carter Clark. Second free throw, and that one falls in. Boy, it didn't go in by much. 69-56, here comes Gerald Kingbird Jr. Over to the left side, Dudley Jr. Back over to Jack Brown. Brown, this is a deep three, and that's good. Jack Brown way downtown for three off of a screen. 10-point ball game, 69-59. Here comes Carter Clark. Clark inside, and that's going to be a travel. Carter Clark tried to stop and kick it out and then try to continue with his move. They call it travel. So it'll be Red Lake basketball. Here comes Gerald Kingbird Jr. Kingbird Jr. He'll pull a trigger on a three, and it's good! Gerald Kingbird Jr. with ice in his veins. 69-62. 7-point ball game. Here comes Brody Lutka. Bounce pass right side, Chilton. Chilton into the corner, Braden Molina. Molina out to Brody Lutka. Lutka, little head fake. Lutka trying to get rid of it out to Carter Clark. 18 on the shot clock. 6:27 to play. First in the ball game, 69-62. Backdoor cut, nice for Anthony Thompson, and Thompson finishes it off. They have run that several times. Here comes Gerald Kingbird Jr. Gerald Kingbird Jr. to the rack for 2. Kingbird Jr. weaving for his 29th point to the ball game. 71-64, 6:04 to play. Here is Carter Clark working it up the floor. Carter Clark, little one-hander, won't go. Rebounded by Jack Brown. Brown with the board. He'll come back the other way. Brown to Kingbird. Nope, he's going to keep it himself. Jack Brown gives it to David Dudley Jr. Back to Jack Brown. Brown's 3 on the way. That one won't fall. Rebounded by Tyrone Bolio Jr. Back out to Kingbird Jr. Kingbird Jr. This is a deep 3, and it's good! 71-67, 5.5 to play. Here comes the Warriors. 5:26 to play, 71-67. Chilton on the right side. Here comes Darian Chilton. Chilton, shot is blocked, stolen away. And coming back the other way, here comes Kingbird Jr. Kingbird Jr. stops, 3 on the way, no good, and a rebound. It's a scrum for it. Who's called with the foul? Did they get David Dudley Jr.? Both players are on the floor. And it'll go against the Red Lake Warriors. Anthony Thompson going to go to the line. 5:08 to play. 71. David Dudley Jr. picks up his 3rd. Austin Perkins sitting down. Ryan Kingbird's back in, and Darian Chilton still on the floor. Looks like maybe a cramp. They're trying to work that out. Chilton will have to sit down for a spell. 71-67. I have a feeling if that 3 from Kingbird Jr. would have went, this place maybe would have blew the top off. Anthony Thompson, a 1-and-1. Thompson's first trip to the Mustang Seed free throw line. Thompson at the line. And the front end is no good. Rebounded by Kingbird Jr. And here comes Red Lake, and the pass ahead, and Tyrone Bolio finished it off with a layup. 71-69, it's a 2-point ball game. Brody Lutka going to slow the tempo down. Walk it across, 4:52 to play. Right side, Molina. Back to Lutka. Lutka out to Anthony Thompson. Thunderbirds just trying to slow things up. Here's Thompson. Down to Carter Clark. Clark leaves it out. Molina, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound, tipped out to Molina. And Braden Molina nearly lost it. Now it's down to Weaver. When they take a 3 from Thompson, no good. Rebounded by Ryan Kingbird. Kingbird. They pass it ahead to David Dudley Jr. Here's David Dudley Jr. One-hander, no good, and a charge on David Dudley Jr. He'll pick up his 4th. And that'll be a charge turnover as well. 71-69. So Dudley Jr. with 4. He'll sit down. Austin Perkins back into the ball game. It's a 2-point game with 4:21 to play. Darian Chilton back in as well. Weaver gets the inbound. Here's Mike Weaver. Up the floor comes Mike Weaver. Weaver out to Carter Clark. Clark, now Lutka. Lutka inside to Carter Clark. Clark off the glass, good for 2. Carter Clark for 2. 73-69, Kingbird Jr. Over to Tyrone Bolio Jr. Now back to Jack Brown, now Kingbird Jr. Kingbird Jr. tripped Mike Weaver, and he's going to foul out. Mike Weaver fouling out. And Weaver with 5 points, 2 boards, and one of their better defenders will be done. Substitution, David Dudley back in, Ryan Kingbird sitting down, Ryan Kingbird Jr. at the line. Shooting 2 as it's foul number 10 on the Thunderbirds. So Mike Weaver will have to sit. He's got 5. 3:51 to play. Gerald Kingbird Jr. at the line, shooting 2. Kingbird Jr. from the line, 4 of 5. And misses the front end. Costly to miss free throws at this point in the ball game. One more here for Gerald Kingbird Jr. One more here for Gerald Kingbird Jr. Second free throw is good. 73-70 leaves it at a 3-point ball game with 3:50 to play. Carter Clark with the basketball, working against Gerald Kingbird Jr. And here's they pass it out to Lutka. Lutka out front, working against Austin Perkins. Lutka now to Chilton. Darian Chilton on that right side, back to Anthony Thompson. Thompson, mid-range jumper, no good. And the rebound stays with the Thunderbirds. 3:24 to play, 73-70. Thunderbirds will inbound. Chilton will inbound. Inbound goes to Brody Lutka. Lutka has to dribble out. Lutka on the right side, now to Anthony Thompson. Thompson, top of the key to Chilton. 3:15 to play, 73-70. Chilton takes the jump shot, no good, but Braden Molina right there kicks it out and turned over by the Thunderbirds. Molina had the ball inside, tried to kick it out to Thompson and threw it right past him. Turnover number 11 on the Thunderbirds. They had just 2 at the half. 73-70. Gerald Kingbird Jr. across half court. Step back 3 for Kingbird Jr. and he hits it! Ties the ball game at 73! Holy moly's, he was back there. Tied at 73, 2:52 to play. Carter Clark on the up. Over to Brody Lutka. Lutka gonna pull the trigger on a 3, no good. The rebound, tipped down to David Dudley Jr. And here comes the Red Lake Warriors, tied. Over across to Jack Brown. Brown, baseline, the shot is up, wouldn't fall. And a rebound down to Brody Lutka. Lutka's got 12 boards. Lutka working against Jack Brown. 2:26 to play. Molina on the near side. Molina dribbling over to Lutka. 73 all, we're tied. Right side. Here is Darian Chilton. They go inside for Carter Clark. Clark, nice move. Clark for 2. Carter Clark has got 26. Here is Gerald Kingbird Jr. dribbling through traffic. Nice move by Gerald Kingbird Jr. all the way to the rack for 2. He's got 70. He's got 38. We're tied at 75. 1:56 to play. Lutka on the near side. Lutka fouled by Gerald Kingbird Jr. Not a good foul there by Gerald Kingbird Jr. He's got 4 now. And now Red Lake's going to have to take a timeout. Timeout on the floor, we'll take it. Your Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, 1:51 to play. Mahnomen-Waubun and Red Lake, we are tied at 75.
Hey farmers, are you tired of looking at and struggling with those sodic, alkaline, and salty spots in your field? Salt Be Gone is your answer. Our proprietary blend of microbes have the ability to break down the complex salts that are wrecking your soils and make them either bioavailable to the plant or a waste product that can be easily washed from the soils naturally with rain and snow melt. Your soil will be back to producing with little time or effort. Contact Hudson 701-526-8949. Email hudsonk@farmfungi.com or for more information visit the website farmfungi.com.
Well, we got a wild one here in Section 8A East half play. Mahnomen-Waubun and Red Lake tied at 75. Brody Lutka's at the line. He'll be shooting 2 as the Thunderbirds will be in the double bonus. And a foul that went against Gerald Kingbird Jr. He's got 4 of them now. He's also got 38 points tonight. And Brody Lutka will shoot. Lutka at the line is 2 of 2. Front end, good. Lutka will shoot again. 1:51 to play. The winner goes on to the Section 8A Championship to meet up with Fertile Beltrami on Friday night. Next one up. Good. 2 big free throws from Brody Ludka. Ludka with 18-19 now. Across to Tyrone Bolio Jr. Bolio Jr. to David Dudley. Dudley back to Bolio Jr. Now to Gerald Kingbird. Kingbird Jr. That 3 was partially blocked, and a rebound that Brody Ludka ends up with. He's got 13 boards. 1.5 to play. 2-point lead for the Thunderbirds. Here's Carter Clark. Clark back to Brody Ludka. Ludka and a pick and roll that Carter Clark missed the shot. Rebounded by Jack Brown. Brown up ahead to Bolio Jr. and they overthrow it. Turnover Red Lake, and again, Nolan Desjardins not happy about that decision to try and loft it ahead. 1:12 to play. Carter Clark working it up against Austin Perkins. Perkins poked the ball loose. Turnover Thunderbirds up ahead to Kingbird Jr. Foul and 1 for Kingbird Jr. Gerald Kingbird Jr. Going to the line. The bucket is good, and a chance for Red Lake to take the lead with 1:01 to play. Foul went against Brody Ludka. Ludka picks up his first. Gerald Kingbird Jr. at the line, a chance to take the lead. Good. Red Lake now leads their first lead. Comes at 59 seconds. Anthony Thompson coming across. He'll work against David Dudley. Thompson. Oh, that's stolen away. Stolen by Tyrone Bolio Jr. Layup good. Threw it right to him. It's a 3-point game. 80 to 77. Chilton. Out to Clark, left side, Chilton. And a timeout for the Thunderbirds. 34 seconds to play. And an 80 to 77 lead for the Red Lake Warriors. We're back in 1 minute on KRJM, KKCQ, YourLiveEvent.com, and GVT.
In today's competitive market, your company needs a manufacturing partner that can deliver high-quality products, on-time delivery, and unmatched expertise. Team Industries of Bagley has been a leading provider of precision machining and manufacturing services for over 50 years. Whether you need custom-made parts, precision engineering, or complete assembly services, Team Industries of Bagley can help you take your manufacturing to the next level. Visit their website today to learn more about their capabilities or give them a call to schedule a consultation.
Well, the Thunderbirds now trail Red Lake leading 80 to 77. 34 seconds to play. The Thunderbirds will have the basketball. Very important possession here for Mahnomen-Waubun. Red Lake, first lead came at 59 seconds in the game. Thunderbirds have led by as many as 17 in this ball game. They've led by as many as 16 in the second half. Thunderbirds with the basketball. Braden Molina will inbound. Remember that Gerald Kingbird Jr. has 4. David Dudley Jr. has 4 fouls. Mike Weaver is fouled out for the Thunderbirds. The inbound going to Brody Ludka. Ludka to Darian Chilton. Chilton's got to take a long-range 3. Rimmed in, rimmed out, and a rebound put back for Carter Clark. And a quick timeout, and it's a 1-point game and a timeout. Timeout taken, Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. Red Lake leading Mahnomen-Waubun 80 to 79.
The Piggy Barbecue is now open in Thief River Falls. Come experience legendary barbecue at the Piggy. The only place for barbecue within an hour and a half of Thief River Falls is the Piggy. Now open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., Friday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. The Piggy Barbecue has an amazing atmosphere for food and drinks. Stop in and enjoy the legendary barbecue of the Piggy. Now open in Thief River Falls at 123 3rd Street, right in the heart of downtown.
This is your livelihood, and success requires a seed partner that's just as committed as you are. Just like you, we're farmers first, so our values are rooted just as deep and our goals are just as strong. Our team is ready to hit your fields, so no matter what each growing season brings, we'll get through it together. It's who we are. Thunderseed, first in the field.
Well, we got 26.7 seconds left. Red Lake leads Mahnomen-Waubun 80-79. Thunderbirds have led by as many as 16. Red Lake basketball. Inbound will go to Kingbird Jr. And here comes Gerald Kingbird Jr. up the floor to Jack Brown. Brown, nice dish. Dudley Jr. for two. Boy, they worked that up nice. 18 seconds. It's 82-79. Chilton over to Brody Lutka. 3-point lead. Pass tip. Chilton turned it over. And this one's going to be Gerald Kingbird Jr. fouled. And the Red Lake Warriors with 4.6 seconds left lead 82-79. And Gerald Kingbird Jr. will be at the line shooting two. Chilton had it taken right out of his hands. And Gerald Kingbird Jr. at the line, and he has been clutch tonight. He's shooting two. First one, good. Kingbird Jr., 42 points for Gerald Kingbird Jr. 4.6 seconds, and Red Lake leads by 4. Second one, good. And Red Lake's going to take a timeout. Actually, Mahnomen-Waubun taking a timeout. Will take a timeout. 4.6 seconds left. Red Lake leads Mahnomen-Waubun 84-79.
Todd's Landscaping thanks you for your business. Todd's Landscaping, where no job is too big or too small. They do outdoor landscaping, brickwork, rockwork, and flagpole sales and installation. Todd's Landscaping, 218-945-6000. Think of the landscaping you want in your yard and share that idea with us at Todd's Landscaping. We'll work with you through the winter months to do your project. Todd's Landscaping, 218-945-6000. Call today.
Well, the Red Lake Warriors lead 84-79. A 5-point Red Lake lead. They've trailed by as many as 17 in the game. Thunderbirds will have the basketball. Brody Lutka, baseball-sized pass, and this one gets free. And David Dudley Jr. kicks it into the stands. And David Dudley Jr. is going to get teed up, because he kicked the ball into the stands. So, time expired. We'll see what happens. That is a play you just don't do. You just can't do that. And it may cost the Red Lake Warriors. They lead by 5. The officials talking this one over. Actually, they're going to say Jack Brown kicked the ball into the stands. I thought it was David Dudley Jr., but it was Jack Brown. So they're going to put 0.4 seconds. And Carter Clark will be at the line shooting the technical fouls. So, 0.4, Carter Clark at the line, he'll shoot 2. He's been solid from the free throw line. First one, no good. And that kind of ices it. Had he made those both free throws, the Thunderbirds would have got the ball back and they could have taken a desperation 3. But he missed the front end, so it stays a 5-point lead, and he missed the second one. So it'll be Thunderbird basketball with 0.4 seconds, and I think Red Lake maybe got away here after a costly mistake by Jack Brown kicking the ball. So the inbound, Carter Clark takes the last 3, Red Lake completes the comeback. They defeat Mahnomen-Waubun tonight 84-79. The Thunderbirds will end their season at 11-18. Red Lake will move on to the Section 8A championship. They will play the Fertile Beltrami Falcons Friday night for the Section 8A championship. What a ball game here tonight, everyone. Wow. Our post-game report is on the way. We'll get into it here after a bit. Final score tonight, Section 8A championship. Red Lake, or Section 8A East Half championship. Red Lake over Mahnomen-Waubun, 84-79. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Post-game report on the way on Gold 101.5, KRJM, KKCQ FM 96.7, YourLiveEvent.com, and GVT. We're back after this.
Growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
When you have a project that requires rock, gravel, crushed asphalt, or crushed concrete, or you need some trenching work done, call Visser Trenching of Ada. They'll move the dirt, they'll haul the rock, they'll take care of you. They do a great job. Call Visser Trenching Ada, 784-4381. Good luck, teams, from everyone at Visser Trenching.
Talk about good luck. You can save over $4,000 when you move into Benedictine Mission Court in Ada this month. Sign a lease and get your third month of rent free, and they'll waive the community fee. Benedictine Mission Court provides 3 meals a day, housekeeping, transportation, social activities, a full kitchen and handicap accessible bathroom, plus indoor access to essential health care and on-site Benedictine therapy services. Call today to schedule a tour, 218-784-5250. Benedictine. There's a new pizza to check out at West Main Pizza in Ada. It's the Reuben Pizza. That's right, your favorite Reuben sandwich now comes in the form of a pizza. Like all of West Main's pizzas, the Reuben Pizza is available in small, medium, and large. Don't forget, West Main Pizza also has hot soups to warm you up on a cold winter day. And great pasta dishes, too. Remember the new Reuben Pizza at West Main Pizza on Highway 9 in Ada. Dine in or take out. Call 218-784-3700.
Welcome back to Ralph Engelstad Arena tonight. The East Half Championship goes to the Red Lake Warriors. They complete a 17-point comeback. They defeat the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds by a score of 84-79. What a ball game. Almost flipping the script. The Thunderbirds played Cass Lake Bena on Saturday. They were down by 17. They came back to beat Cass Lake. Red Lake down by 17. They come back. They defeat Mahnomen-Waubun, and boy, what a ball game here. Came right down to it. Thunderbirds grabbed an early lead. They built it to 17 in the first half. Red Lake would go on a 7-0 run to end the half. They would be down by 10 at the half, as Mahnomen-Waubun would lead at the half 45-35. We go to the second half. Thunderbirds again building that lead to 16. Red Lake hanging around, just kind of there, hitting some shots. They would cut that lead down. Red Lake would, or Mahnomen-Waubun would kind of hold that lead somewhere around that 9 to 13 point deficit. But then Red Lake would just come on with the help of Gerald Kingbird Jr., who scored 43 tonight. They would take their first lead with 59 seconds to play at 78-77, and then would take the lead. They would get some free throws, a steal and a fast break by Tyrone Bolio Jr., put them up by 3. Then a couple of free throws, put them up by 5. Time expiring. Jack Brown kicked the basketball as time expired into the stands. They tee him up, put 0.4 seconds on the clock. Thunderbirds send Carter Clark to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Had he made them, they had a chance to tie the ball game. Clark missing those free throws, and that's where we ended at 84-79. Red Lake now 22-7 on the season. They will move on to play for a Section 8A championship against Fertile Beltrami on Friday night. Mahnomen-Waubun ends their season at 11-18. The Thunderbirds graduating 9 seniors from the team. Darian Chilton, Mike Weaver, John Refshaw, along with Cash Goodwin, Braden Molina, Carter Clark, and Kobe Weaver, 5 actually seniors on this team. It's your game summary. We'll take a break. We're going to come back. We'll have your stars of the game. The stars of the game presented to you by Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash. The stars are on the way next. Our Irie Insurance post-game report will continue after this on KRJM, KKCQ-FM, YourLiveEvent.com, and GVT.
As life starts moving faster and faster, we need to make a choice. To move faster with it, or take a step back and enjoy life's moments. To marvel at the wonders around us, and remember just how beautiful White Earth Reservation can be. With over 1,300 square miles to explore in northern Minnesota, the endless possibilities of White Earth Reservation await you. Live here, work here, explore here. Explore more at whiteearth.com or on Facebook at White Earth Nation.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Welcome back to our Irie Insurance post-game report. Awards being given out to the Red Lake Warriors, the East Half champions. Our stars of the game tonight are presented to you by Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash, along with Foston Chiropractic Clinic. Stars tonight from the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. Carter Clark, 28 points, 10 boards for the senior. Boy, what a performance. What a season for Carter Clark. Just a great season tonight for Carter Clark and a great night. Brody Lutka, really a solid performance. 19 points, 13 boards for Brody Lutka. As, boy, he started out, he was solid all night long. For the Red Lake Warriors, Gerald Kingbird Jr., 43 points tonight. Boy, he was instrumental in this comeback tonight. And a great performance. Also, Jack Brown, 19 points, scored his 1,000th career point. Jack Brown, a huge part of it tonight with 19. Congratulations to our stars of the game. The stars presented to you by Pinehurst Resort. Check them out online at visitpinehurstmn.com. And also brought to you by Foston Chiropractic Clinic, downtown Foston. We'll take a break. Subway Super Sub of the Game is coming up next on your Irie Insurance post-game report.
New information from Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. Inventory on new Wilrich field cultivators is good. All sizes are currently available at the factory. Talk to Chuck at Ziegler Ag to get the Wilrich field cultivator needed on your farm. Work out your best pricing, discounts, trade-in. The new Wilrich field cultivators are available and are set up and ready to go to the fields this spring. Talk to Chuck at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada about Wilrich field cultivators. All sizes are available. 218-784-2961.
Bank with the area's lending leader, Community Development Bank in Ogama. Open at 8:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. They offer more to serve you, their valued customers. See Robin for all of your financial needs. Boat loans, car loans, four-wheelers, business, home improvement, and vacation home loans. They do it all. Call 218-983-3241 or log on to comdevbank.com. Community Development Bank in Ogama. Member FDIC.
Soon enough, temps are going to drop low, and you'll be turning the heat up high. Protect yourself from surprising heating bills by enrolling in Wild Rice Electric's off-peak heating program. You'll receive hundreds of dollars in rebates on new heating technologies like heat pumps and underfloor heat. Plus, you'll get nearly half off your electric heating rate through the winter months. That adds up fast when the snow starts to fall. Give Wild Rice Electric a call at 800-244-5709 to find out if the off-peak program is a good fit for your home and start saving today.
Welcome back to the post-game report brought to you by Irie Insurance. Tonight, our Subway Super Sub of the game presented to you by Subway in Ada. They invite you to eat fresh. Subway in Ada. Tonight, the Subway Super Sub of the game goes to Mahnomen-Waubun's Anthony Thompson. Boy, 11 points tonight for Thompson. Hit some nice shots. Did a great job. So congratulations to Anthony Thompson. He is our Subway Super Sub of the game for this evening. Congratulations to Anthony Thompson. Also tonight, we've got also part of our post-game report. We have our Precision Player of the game, the Precision Player of the game. With roots in Hillsborough, North Dakota, RDK Enterprises has been a cornerstone of the agricultural community since 2011. They are now under new ownership. We proudly introduce GSD Precision Ag. At GSD Precision Ag, we're committed to innovation and forward-thinking solutions that empower your farm's success. GSD Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. The precision player of the game tonight. Boy, you got to give it. I gave it to Gerald Kingbird Jr. How do you not? I mean, he's really, if you come right down to it, Gerald Kingbird Jr. with 43 points was hitting shot after shot tonight. Did a great job. So congratulations to Gerald Kingbird Jr. He is our precision player, brought to you by GSD Precision Ag, formerly RDK Enterprises. Congratulations to Gerald Kingbird Jr. And we have our Enbridge Energy player of the game, presented to you by Enbridge. Life takes energy, Enbridge. Well, tonight, again, I got to give it to Gerald Kingbird Jr. I really do for the Red Lake Warriors, and I'm going to give one also to Carter Clark for the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. Both players, outstanding performances tonight. Both seniors on their respected basketball teams. Both solid performances here tonight. And so it's tough to pick between the two. But the Enbridge Energy players of the game go to Gerald Kingbird Jr. of the Red Lake Warriors, Carter Clark of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. Excellent performances by both individuals. Congratulations. Enbridge presenting that energy player of the game. When life takes energy, Enbridge. Well, we're expecting to have John Clark Jr. stop up here, hopefully momentarily, and we'll have a chance to talk with him. I did tell Nolan Desjardins to come up, but he seems like he's pretty busy down there right now. So we'll take a break. We'll step away. We still have our stats coming up and more. As our post-game report brought to you by Irie Insurance will continue after this on Gold 101.5 KRJM, along with KKCQ FM 96.7, YourLiveEvent.com, and GVT.
Gordon Construction of Mahnomen is a Native American-owned business proudly operating on the White Earth Indian Reservation since 1983. As a bonded general contractor, Gordon Construction provides years of experience in large, detailed, and within-budget projects. Gordon Construction is committed to the safety of its employees and the environment of its work sites. To learn more about Gordon Construction of Mahnomen, visit gcmahnomen.com or call 218-935-2191.
Christian Motors is proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer in Fertile. They've got a huge selection of new and used vehicles there on the lot. You can stop by and check the selection or go online to christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. Your new vehicle is waiting for you at Christian Motors in Fertile. They are proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. christianmotors.com, christiancarsonline.com. Stop and see the selection today. Christian Motors of Fertile.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
This is Bruce Visser of Visser Grading. Myself, Becky, and Adam wish the Cougars good luck. My family and Visser Grading thank you for allowing us to be maintaining your roads. Thanks for listening to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated from Visser Grading, a proud sponsor of the area schools. Visser Grading says give it your all in the academics, athletics, and the arts. Being involved in your school and its activities promotes teamwork that will guide you towards success. Visser Grading wishes all students the very best in all of their activities.
Post-game report continuing. We've got the head coach of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, John Clark Jr., joining us up here following an 84-79 loss to the Red Lake Warriors in the Section 8A East Half Championship. Rays, boy, a heartbreaker here tonight. Your kids did everything they had to do here tonight, but boy, when you're working against a team that has the firepower that Red Lake does, boy, it's really tough, and so a tough loss. Your thoughts after this one?
Yeah, I thought we played great, Sean, for 30 minutes of the game, 28 minutes of the game. We played absolutely great. And, they executed exactly how we wanted to do it. I thought we played tremendous defense the first half. We got all the rebounds. We were solid on offense. And, I told her, kind of joked at halftime. I said, it ain't our style being up at half here. We're usually down. A little worried about that, but I just thought it came. We ran out of gas. They had some gas in the tank at the end, and we were out coasting on fumes. And you got to give credit. They had some big shots with us right there, and I don't know that we could have played much better defense. They just hit shots in our face, and when they needed to, and Mr. Kingbird really took the game over there. We missed some easy ones in the first half that I was worried were going to come back and bite us in the behind, and I thought they did. But we battled right to the end. I mean, we still had a chance. Heck, with .4, we make 2 free throws. We got a chance at a 3 to tie that sucker, Sean. Wouldn't that have been something? And like you said, and we talked before the game, you said if you can hold them to 80 or under, you got a really solid chance. And boy, for a long time, your defense did everything possible. You had them at 35 at the half. Your defense, that's probably one of the best defensive performances these kids probably had all season long. It was. And like I said, they executed. They did everything they needed to do, and they did it right, and they did it well. And, in a game like this, there's so many little things that come back and haunt you, and it's a game of inches. It's literally a game of inches, and we didn't get the inches, and it really hurt us when Skinner fouled out. I mean, he's our heartbeat on defense, and he did such a good job. And when he went out, Kingbird, you could just see his eyes lit up, and he let loose. So that was a big loss. But, like I said, game of inches, so many little plays here or there. And but you know what? We were here, and we put one heck of a scare into a very good team because we were almost playing for all the marbles.
It's always tough to lose seniors, and you had a whole load of them here on your team. But, boy, these are kids that, they've been in the program forever. They've been in the trenches. They've been battling since they were 6th, 7th graders. And boy, nothing to look down on in the way this year has gone for them.
No, absolutely not. We had so many stretches in the year where it would have been easy to give up and give in and just cash it in, and we didn't. We hung in there, and played some really good teams tough throughout the regular season, but this little run at the end was something special. I'm so glad they got to make those lifelong memories, because that's what it was. I'll remember this little run for as long as I'm on this earth, and I've coached a long time, but special little run here, like you said, with these seniors, because I've known them, obviously, having a son that's a senior, but knowing these kids, coaching them in Little League baseball and coaching them in elementary basketball and all the way up. And, we might have to have some fun and get all our teasing out of the way on the bus ride home, Sean, because sure I'm going to miss these kids.
Always tough to end the season, Rays, but I tell you what, a fun one for your kids once again, and a fun ball game here today. It's always tough to lose to end the season, but we'll get together here in the near future. We'll talk a little bit more about the season and more about your players. Let you go down and hang out with the fans and your team. Appreciate you stopping up, and congratulations on a great run here.
All righty, thank you, Sean. Appreciate your coverage. Appreciate all the fans. Hope we gave you a show, because the kids sure tried, and it had to be exciting. And sorry to come out on the end, but sun will come up tomorrow, and hopefully these boys will go on and do bigger and better things in high school basketball.
Over 6,500 people thought this was a great game here tonight.
It was a great game up until the end. It's going to hurt. I mean, it's starting to sit in now. You start talking about these seniors now, I'm getting all emotional. So I'm out of here. Thank you, my man.
You bet. Appreciate it, Rays. It's the head coach of the Thunderbirds, John Clark Jr., joining us here following the loss, 84-79 to the Red Lake Warriors. Let's get into our numbers here. Our numbers are brought to you by Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer in Fertile tonight. For Mahnomen-Waubun, they're led by the senior Carter Clark, 28 points, 10 boards here tonight for Carter Clark, a double-double. He will graduate his senior year here, scoring his 1,000th career point this season. Great career for the senior Carter Clark. Brody Lutka, 19 points, 13 boards. Darian Chilton, 10 points, 5 boards. It was Anthony Thompson, 11 points, 2 boards. Mike Weaver, 5 points, 2 boards. Braden Molina, 4 points, 3 boards. And it was Kobe Weaver, 2 points and 2 boards. The Thunderbirds, 15 of 20 from the line. They had 36 rebounds tonight, 13 turnovers on the night. The Thunderbirds will graduate off of their roster. Again, 1, 2, 3. They'll graduate 6 seniors off of this roster here this season. They end their year at 11 and 18. For the Red Lake Warriors tonight, they're led Gerald Kingbird Jr., 43 points, 5 boards for Gerald Kingbird Jr. What a huge night for him. Jack Brown, 19 points, 2 boards. David Dudley Jr., 8 points, 7 boards. Tyrone Bolio Jr., 8 points, 9 boards. Ryan Kingbird with 2 points and 2 boards. And Austin Perkins, 4 points and a board. Red Lake, 12 of 17 from the free throw line here tonight. 27 rebounds. They had 13 turnovers. Red Lake will extend their season to play for a Section 8A championship. They are now 22 and 7. That's going to do it for the broadcast tonight. Thanks to all the sponsors. Thanks to all the listeners and viewers. I appreciate it. Please patronize those fine advertisers that you've heard and seen throughout the broadcast. Tell them thank you. Also, thanks to James Cardarelli. He was my Your Live event camera operator for tonight. Appreciate it. And also thanks to everybody tuning in here throughout this playoff run. We'll carry that Section 8A championship on Friday night here on yourliveevent.com along with KRJM and KKCQ. Final score here tonight. Red Lake completes the comeback. They defeat Mahnomen-Waubun 84-79. From the Ralph Engelstad Arena in Thief River Falls on Gold 101.5, KKCQ FM 96.7, yourliveevent.com, and GVT. I'm Sean Bierk. Have a great evening, everybody.